Right, let's give it a spin.
Welcome to the stream, Nick.
Thanks, mate. Afternoon.
So this is Nick from Big Time Gaming.
Hello there.
First of all, have you picked a game you want to play?
I was thinking we could have a little dip into Bonanza.
Dip into Bonanza, right. Yeah. Do you want to briefly explain who you are?
I'm Nick Robinson, CEO and founder of Big Time Gaming, which has now been running for almost 7 years. We operate out of Sydney, Australia, and we license to most of the major casinos in the legal online world. That's pretty much what we...
Yeah, thank you. It's an honor having you here.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
Yeah. So Bonanza 2 coming soon.
It is. It is. Bonanza 2 is on its way. Yeah. So yeah, it's.
I'm very excited.
It's a few people were saying it's looking interesting. It's a slightly different approach to what we already have, but we haven't sort of strayed from the game model too much. It's still dual reactions, so we have a side track coming in, and it's still 170,000 ways max, 170,000 ways 649 ways max on the Megaspin, and it's. Do you want the backstory?
Yeah. For sure.
The backstory is, well, there's a prequel. So, but the backstory is, there was a guy working in the Bonanza mine, and he was under real, stress from his boss to dig up as much gold and jewels as he possibly could. And he was worked to the bone, and not treated very well by his boss. And one day, when his boss was sleeping in the tent above the mine, he snuck into his tent, filled a saddlebag full of gold and jewels, and left a few emeralds behind because they're not that bad. Yeah. and then put them on a mule and headed down Mexico way and set up a little stand selling chilies.
Alright, selling chilies.
So yeah, and Bonanza 2 is I'll give out the name here live on stream.
Yeah, I didn't want to do it.
It's out next month. It's called Extra Chilli.
Extra Chilli.
Yeah.
And
who gives you extra?
Huh?
No, it's just we give you extra.
You give us extra. Yeah, it looks well. Obviously, people like Bonanza, so they obviously hyped about it, and you have a tendency to hype games a lot as well. So I'm very excited. I'm very excited.
Yeah, no, I mean it's an interesting game. I can also announce that as with White Rabbit, we've got a feature purchase in Extra Chilli, which is going to be exciting.
Like White Rabbit, it's going to be featured.
Like White Rabbit, you can.
It's going to be expensive.
Purchase the feature, and unlike Bonanza, this time you only need 3 scatters to get the bonus.
You listened.
We have listened. We listened to the forums. We listened to a lot of people, and we're delivering something that's a big enough point of difference that people will play it and still play Bonanza, because they're 2 different games. They're 2 completely different math models, and they're 2 completely different ways to play. So it'll be.
Yeah, I'm very excited to play it. But that was when you talked about the megaways. That's also going to be 117,000.
It's going to be 170,000.
That brings us to the first question on Bonanza.
Yeah.
A slot player asked if is it possible to get the maximum
ways in the feature.
Yeah,
it is. The thing is, it's a really sort of long shot. I think it works out as 1 in 500,000 or something, sort of really out there, because you have to get a lot of free spins. You have to get a lot of triggers. You have to get a lot of re-triggers for it to formulate. But when it does, it's absolutely colossal. I don't think we've seen it on stream. But you've got to remember, Kim, that streamers are a handful of players out of
massive. Yeah.
So for that chance to happen, even with the biggest Bonanza win that you've shown is 14,000x. There's bigger wins than that, But the fact that you've shown that on stream that was someone on your forum, that's a sort of
Yeah,
degree of separation.
I get those pictures like if I play a lot of one game. When I've been playing quite a bit of Danger now lately.
Yeah.
I've been trying to actually win something, and then I get like 10 pictures per stream from someone who won big. Way bigger than I'll probably do.
But there's that sort of degree of separation. I'm surprised with the amount you play Bonanza that you haven't had an absolute monster. But then again, it's. I think talking of slot player, I've seen some of his streams where he's had quite big wins on it. I mean.
Oh yeah, he plays Bonanza, a lot.
Yeah.
I think hence the question because he genuinely.
It's one day it'll appear on stream and it'll have a colossal win attached to it and.
Yeah. Well, also a little bit tied to that. Is there a cap, like on how much you can really win in
No,
games?
only capped by the casino's terms and conditions on that level. So some casinos, and I won't mention any names because I don't want to single anyone out, but some casinos will cap at 200,000 euros or 200,000 pounds, or some cap at 250,000 pounds. Some have no cap. So it's a risk business for casinos to have no cap.
Oh,
but,
yeah,
because they understand the risks because they can see the trillions of spins that we do to manufacture like the
you
biggest
try
win.
them for a lot of spins and then you get
it's we had one win recently that was questioned by a casino manager on Queen of Riches, and we validated that as actual. Yes, this is factual. I can't give that away because it's players' privilege.
But it was super duper big. Then
the player didn't step forward. Unfortunately, with that. Otherwise, we'd have recreated it and would have put it out there. But we've got to expect or respect players.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, I think that's only fair. I like to see those, even though I know it's difficult to actually get them. There's one interesting question as well. Like on your games, are you ever gonna implement quick spins?
No.
Never.
No.
You should never say never, but that's not something you.
For us, I mean, personally, I look at it from a social responsibility level, and the fact that you can just, tap away. And have meaningless entertainment, in my opinion, is not really a socially responsible thing. I think to have, the game has to entertain, and if you can't entertain without quick spins, then you're just making slots.
You want them to enjoy it, and not.
And hence we don't let people skip our big wins. As annoying as the music is.
Yeah, there's someone asking about the music. Where did you get the music from? Someone in the chat or something?
This is a bit. What's that?
No, someone's asking in the chat. Where did you get the music from? It's very. It's a triggering type of music, especially big win sounds. I think.
Yeah, I personally compose it myself. That's one of my jobs in big time, as well as being CEO.
Are you for real? You compose the music yourself?
Yeah, all the
I
music.
did not know.
I compose it in.
I'm actually kind of shocked. So you compose it yourself?
I compose it in Logic Audio and Logic Pro, mix of the two, and a bit of old Reason as well, which is an old DAW, digital audio desk, which I have certain techniques I use for certain pieces of sound, but.
I had no clue.
In many respects, I'm personally on it because I think that music, audio is almost as important as the maths. I'm not going to say it's, and the graphics and everything, the whole package. But if the music and the sound and the audio effects aren't relevant, then the game.
So you wrote Danger High Voltage as well.
License that one. Hey!
Oh, we got it! I didn't even get the fudge in there. All right.
This never happens.
This
never happens.
This is the first time in 2018 I actually get it, and I didn't even get to see it myself. I just saw people screaming.
That's wow. We lost in conversation. That's funny.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So let's hope it's better
it's
than
not
last
looking
one.
good. It's not. Yeah, there we go. We need an ace,
so
on, the,
one
ace on
up,
the front,
one up.
ace on the front, ace on the front. 9 on the 3rd.
9 on the... Okay.
There we go.
That's actually...
We need a blue gem on the left or a diamond or an ace. No. Come on. It's, now we need a retrigger. We're in trouble.
Yeah, it's... This not looking...
Oh.
Holy,
Look away in shame.
Yeah, that would have paid.
Green gem in the front will do something
gem.
nice. Growler.
Wow.
There's some jacks. That 9 will come in. We need a 9 on the front only, way out. 9 on the front. No.
Wow.
So
My first bonus in 2018 on this game.
it's not looking great, but there's some blue gems. Oh, there's some 10s underneath. There's some greenery around.
The green gem, but it's a 2.
We need a 10 in. We need a 10.
No, I need a 10 on the other one.
Okay, here we go. Oh, 2 left.
Yes.
Come on.
Wow.
Oh, this is a joke. This is a joke. There's some kings. Some kings.
Yeah.
We need blue gem and the ace to move over. We might get some.
I like how you commentate like a sports guy. That was not.
I've got to say,
that was not what we were hoping for, was it?
No. I've got to say that that was unprecedented. We didn't even get the music that we.
No, I didn't even. But that is something I noticed quite recently. I knew there's been different tracks, but the different tracks depending on how big your win is.
Yeah.
How big does your win have to be over to get super dim?
That's X200 for an epic. So that's all it is. It's X200, but obviously
it's good to know when you want to listen for it.
But do you know what's really funny is that Leeds Bullin video that you put up there, where it just goes. Yes, it's an epic win, but you don't even see big, super, or mega in between. It just goes. Vroom, like, straight to epic. It's like you see them flash.
Yeah,
before.
I saw that when you get a really big.
If it transfers, it usually goes from state to state to state, but that just went straight over.
That is actually when it comes to Bonanza, the sound volume it's higher than most slot machines. Do you plan on introducing a volume slider?
Yeah, we've been asked that on Casino Meister, and we, it might be again the options. It's very binary in the options at the moment. It's like on or off, and we do need to put a little desk in there that we can mix the music with the audio with the SFX and have sliders. I think we will get round to that. It's just we've been too kind of busy on product.
But that's also an interesting question. How long do you work on a game? Because some providers can make a game in a few weeks. Some it takes a few months. For how long do you work on? Like, when do you come up with the idea for?
The ideas sort of come like as seed ideas, and usually think about them for a couple of months. So that's sort of making the sort of realising the product. I then start putting it to paper, and then I'll do a sort of a shimmy mock-up in Photoshop, and then take it to the team and see what they think, and they'll tell me it's crap, so I'll go back to the drawing board.
So how much would you say it's from day one until an actual finished machine?
Say about it's about an 18-month process.
18 months. So
the stuff that's coming out now is there's a saying that's
like
you're only as good as what you were doing 2 years ago, and we're still now we're pushing out stuff that is literally 18 months old. So you look at Extra Chilli, and it's kind of it's a year and a half old. So people that are looking at our games now thinking, let's have a look at what Big Time are doing next. It's like, well, what we're doing right now is so different to what we're doing right now.
Into a year, all right, into a year.
So it's that kind of and we will.
Should we switch over to some Danger High Voltage?
Switch over to Danger, and maybe,
I had my first bonus in 2008, and it was absolute
garbage.
Garbage.
I'm sorry for that, Kim. It's,
hopefully.
Hopefully.
You owe me a trucky one day for that one.
Okay, so-
one interesting question that MTN wrote just now in the chat. Do you plan on like we do a few meetups? We're gonna have one meetup now in London as well.
Yep.
Do you plan on? Would you consider joining one of those meetups in the future?
What, in terms of like being there in person, or
Yeah, have
or
a
being there
few
virtually?
truckies and talk slot machines with.
Yeah, I mean, as much as I'd
people.
like to, it's just getting you know. Over
Oh, come on!
to, no way.
Come igen! This teases so often.
But it wasn't a bad win. Eh? Oh, some 69.
No,
It's not great.
need.
Yeah, so
more successes.
it's just getting over on a 24-hour flight and 24-hour flight. So
yeah.
it's 2 days lost of my life whenever I come to Sydney, and it's.
Yeah, you live in Australia, so it's
Yeah, yeah.
quite a
It's 2 days gone, and I'd rather like I get over 2 or 3 times a year as it is, and obviously I go over to Vegas and for the shows. So whenever there's a show around, I'm actually thinking of coming to Sigma for the first time this year. So I'll get to meet a lot of the Maltese operators first hand on in their environments, which would be good because I haven't been to Malta since I was put off going to Malta by the Icelandic volcano that kept me trapped there for like 7 days.
Ah, all right.
And I went a bit. I went and saw a few churches, and then after that, I was like going stir crazy, and I was out there with Betfair, doing that. Doing this stuff.
All right, that's good. So maybe in the future is the answer.
Yeah.
This one picture, this is on the forum. I'd like to show you this picture. I can't do it now because we have to. It will look messed up if I show it on the screen. We have it on the thread, the QA thread. If you do exclamation mark QA, you'll get it on top.
So
this is from Posefisk. He said he was really sad.
Goodness. I'd be sad.
Come on. So basically, it's a super near hit in Bonanza.
Yeah. So it's diamonds to the power of.
Yeah, it would have been
big win. Big
for
win.
12 ways of diamonds with one more.
What's the question?
Are these generated just so you just supposed to think you were close, or is that actually fudging close?
That's just close. I mean, to generate something that's that level of eye candy, or any level of eye candy, to be honest, generated to make the player perceive that they could win something from a spin and have a just miss. If you were to engineer that, it would be absolutely illegal under the terms of the UKGC and every other. There's nothing that can be done about that. There is a case running in Australia at the moment with a game called Dolphin Treasure, where a woman believed in a Melbourne casino that the dolphin, or the I think it was a treasure chest, stopped whenever there was 2 scatters. Always stopped just before the real position and bounced in. Yeah. And I don't. I
sent the thread as well, so you can check the picture I'm referring to. It's Posefisk's first one.
Yeah. So that and that case, I don't know. I didn't follow it. I haven't looked up on what happened with it. But there was a case of a woman that believed that was basically every single spin on that game was showing a scatter on the back to say, "Oh, just nearly missed that scatter, missed the feature," and she firmly believed that it was manufactured. And if you're out there and look it up, post on Casino Grounds and see if it actually came out. But that is absolutely illegal.
But it's good to know that you don't generate those to like it was actually freaking close. So it's not just close in your head. We got into that with other, like when the anticipation is super long on certain games.
I mean, we build. I mean, we're I guess known in a way for our slow spins, which build anticipation with a definite win. It's just how big is the win.
Positive said, "Thanks, I might be able to sleep again." Now you're welcome, Pos. I had to show that one.
Sure, that's it's good. It's a good point to raise. I mean, people have to, make people aware that sort of thing is absolutely out of bounds in terms of slot development. And it's good for any startups that are getting out into slot manufacture. And I know there's a lot of startups coming out of Sweden that they know that is. I'm sure they do if they're worth their salt know that already. But because there are a lot of startups coming out now and they're building stuff. So. Good.
That's good. That is also a no SK. the Spinfinity,
Yep.
Temple Quest Spinfinity.
It's a different-
You're known to. There's actually a lot of people asking that, so I really want to ask that.
Yep.
You're known to create super high volatile machines.
Yeah. So what happened?
But that is lower.
Yeah, well, I mean, what happened was we had, you know, we had a legacy product in Flash from 5 years ago. We actually built the first mega symbol game on the internet with. Initially, it was called Viking Quest, which was an exclusive for Unibet.
Oh,
This is
come on.
going back about 5 years, and we launched that with Unibet, and then we basically did a exclusive with them, and then reskinned it as Temple Quest for the rest of the network. And it was a very, very successful game because I think when you're first to market with a product, you know, we were first to market with mega symbols. It was very successful because no one had seen mega symbols before, so it caught on. And a lot of the operators came to me and said, "Are you going to do Temple Quest for mobile?" So we said yes, but we wanted to sort of change because it was a very low volatile game in the early days. So we wanted to change the math model, make it slightly more volatile. So we ripped out pick the chest feature, we ripped out the temple feature out of the original game, and we put it all into the free spins. So you can get, you know, hundreds of free spins. And you know, we thought
We're freaking due a bonus here, though.
we are due one now for sure.
Yeah, but go on.
So we just pushed out the free spins, hence Spinfinity. You can get hundreds of free spins, retriggering. You can get a direct epic win from like a small world and a big world in the center. That will give you an epic win of 200x. You can get several of those. You can, so it has potential, but I see where everyone's coming from. If you're just going in there, you're getting 3 scatters, you're going to the free spins, you're coming out, and you're getting another 50 spins, you get another retrigger, and it feels very sort of you know, medium, low medium. So I get that, and that's kind of, you know, there's a market that, you know, of players that enjoy that, you know, but there's it's not going to deter us from our grand scheme of making and you know, building our niche of high volatility, because that's what we're...
I don't. So it was not to broaden your portfolio, was it? To broaden, like to have a few games that are maybe not as brutal.
Well, there is that, but it was more down to sort of us listening to our operators saying what you know, what they want in terms of you know, our back catalogue, which is you know, the only thing that we really brought forward into mobile from our back catalogue is obviously Gold, which is another music license product, which has got a great following, and it's a you know, it's a 3x5 standard product that you know, people can play. It introduces them to big time on a very basic level, and we haven't got plans to do anything else really in terms of the back catalogue other than you know, building the engine, improving the engine. That we use.
There's one question. We've been into this. I think I know the answer to it. But does it matter if, let's say, we get a bonus in Danger? Does it matter what you choose? If you choose high voltage or Gates of Hell?
You basically you're spinning. You know, you're just going to go. It's just like any random spin. You're going to get a result. Obviously, it's multiple results. It's certainly not predetermined. It sends a server request at every spin, so you could get absolutely anything or absolutely nothing. There's a lot of, I mean, I watch certain streamers, you know, playing the game and talking it up, and saying, where was the times 6 there? Come on.
Yeah, the times 6 would have been good.
There's a lot of streamers that say, you know, now I've had that times 66 with 4 skulls at the start of my feature, I've had my massive win, I'm not going to get any other wins. And they think, now it's just dead spin, eye candy, whatever. But that's not true. You could, you know, I mean, in theory, you know, I'm not saying statistically, but in theory, you could hit that nail every single spin because it's got no memory. You know, it goes in. It'll say pull out this win, pull out that win. It's just a feeling in a sense. You know the old tinfoil hat factor. That
I know.
But
I put on my tinfoil hat at times. I say this is crazy, but then I know that if you play as much as I do and many others, you're gonna get so many outcomes, and basically you can draw all right, this happened here and this happened. Basically, you can correlate it. You will correlate it a bit in your brain. So,
I mean, this is
my tinfoil hat goes out sometimes as well.
This has been a bit tricky with us at the moment, isn't it? It's like, you know, it's been a bit. We're not even getting any heart stoppers now. It's
no. This is
This is the dark side of danger, you know.
Yeah, I've been losing so much on this machine recently.
But then you say that, but then you look at. I saw Nick Slots win the other day. Where it's like, and the thing about that, thing about that result is he got the 666. He had a skull either side of the 666, and that's all he had. And it was like, what was the win? I can't remember. It was
2000. Nick, what was your win on Danier?
7,500.
2,400x.
Yeah. So
that's crazy. Yeah.
And that was.
I'm paying for someone to get it. Come on. Hup.
Hup's not working. When Hup's not working, it's. I think it's going to. I think it's going to turn itself around in a minute. It's got to.
Maybe we have 4 minutes left, so
maybe
better.
Tinfoil hat reloaded, you know.
No, yeah, but the question which we talked around, but it didn't get to in danger. Yep. Does it matter which bonus you pick?
We did divert from that, didn't we? Absolutely not. The RTP is exactly the same to the.
But the volatility is different.
No, it's you know, I mean, there's a well documented clip on YouTube that's 18,500x.
Oh yeah.
But on the other side, it's.
You're not gonna get, because I can remember when we did the stream betting. There are different odds. So to win 500x in Gates of Hell is easier than in high voltage, for example.
Because there's more, I guess, because there's more spins and there's more action. But it's you know, it's not. It was the same. I think it was the same RTP on that level, because.
Yeah, it's the same RTP, but one might give you more frequent small wins, and one will be.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, that is the question, and it matters what you pick.
There we go.
There we go.
Thank you.
There we go. So it matters what you pick.
It's completely random, Kim. How can it
matter?
This is what I'm trying to say.
It's I get what you used to kill. Like, but all right. Yeah, it's but I understand.
So we've got to go Gates, haven't we?
Yeah, we go Gates.
We go
Gates. This is my favorite. I like Gates. I feel that's better. And no candy skulls.
There we go. There we go.
I don't like. I don't like that.
Well, no, it's yeah, it's just the disco balls. I mean, tacos could have been more relevant. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, but that's not too bad. That's not too bad.
We need something to happen now, though.
Yeah,
we need something.
We need something to happen.
We need something. I think if we've got time, we should possibly buy a White Rabbit feature. just to say we've had a bonus.
We had one in Bonanza.
Some more issues there. Not quite a big win, but we've got 2 left.
We're up.
What we need now is 3 disco balls on that first reel. Okay. Or just a whole bevy of skulls.
But when in the bonus now, so the disco balls, when you get them as the highlighter symbols, does it matter if you get the 9 or the candy skull?
Oh, there's different.
They're more likely to get the 9.
There's different index. Yeah.
But there will be slightly less symbols or way less symbols.
Well, it's kind of relevant. It's kind of relevant to the par sheet in that respect. But you know, you can still get. You know, as you can play the base game, you can see like a whole bunch of skulls come up. They might not match up, but they're on the board. Like, look at the bells there. If you had the feature there with the bells, that board came up.
Yeah,
then,
I like how enthusiastic you are about your games. I noticed that.
Oh. I actually saw your back-to-back the other day.
It wasn't the bonus wasn't.
They're not a huge pace, but it was come on,
a good one.
Come on,
up.
Oh, it's just I can't watch.
We got 1 minute left.
So we can't do a White Rabbit feature because it might extend us by 15 minutes because that game only goes off.
All right. Let's But do we get thrown out from here?
No, never.
I'll hold the door.
They'll hold
Yeah.
the door.
Keep the Vikings
Hold the
out.
door.
I was actually talking talking to Fred from Yoga's Draw, his new game. He's got the Vikings Go Berserk.
Yeah, I saw that he had a
Sequel.
T-shirt. Vikings go to hell.
Vikings Go to Hell. So
Yeah, all right, but
and-
we're on the bonus balance, so I need that's
Okay.
been expensive. I need to do, but we do a small one then.
yeah, just a minnow. But yeah, I was chatting about it.
This is about 100 euros. So should we go lower? Should we go 50 euros?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go 100.
But I can see where this is going now. But yeah, so we're thinking of doing.
Yeah, but we're only doing one.
a competitive product.
Has no one ever said before.
Because Vikings, and you got NetEnt with Vikings coming out with a licensed Netflix show.
Oh yeah.
So we're thinking of doing getting in on that competitively, and doing Vikings Go to Yorkshire.
Vikings go to Yorkshire.
It's just embryonic.
So what would
It's just embryonic, but
what would the theme be?
Vikings get on a boat and go to Yorkshire.
You should do that.
It's kind of already happened with Casino Grounds, I guess. It's,
Yeah. Goes to Yorkshire. No one pulled the internet for us now, did they? I think we still are. Vikings go to Yorkshire. Yeah, we're loading.
It's the broadband hasn't been the best there, has it?
No, it should be all right, but no, it's slower than. Yeah, Nick is here. Come say hi, Nick, as well, if you want to. You've been too shy. Come on now.
Should get a seat, really. You want?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a seat.
Do you want to take the? Do you want to buy the feature?
Yes.
Yeah, so, the luck of a Yorkshireman.
All right, guys. How's it going? Hope you've enjoyed the stream so far.
It's taking so long. All right, you take
Yeah,
my
I'll
seat.
sit.
And you buy the feature.
Good man.
I've been playing lower. 'cause
Yeah,
I've
you
been
need someone that
ripping,
knows
like,
how
yeah.
to play the big time game into.
Yeah.
Well, you play them all the time.
Yeah, well, they make good games. Right, then who have we got?
But you don't like this game as much as you like the others.
Which
Yeah.
one's? Oh, White Rabbit. Ooh. Yes, it's all right. It's no danger, but
It's,
It's no danger.
and there's no danger of it loading anytime soon.
No,
Might
I don't
load.
know why it's so slow.
should do a refresh.
Just on your end.
Chalk time.
Oh, we've got all the regulars on.
Get Fudge in there.
Get the fudge in there.
Is Rock and Roller there?
He's not here.
Yeah, rock and roll. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know if he's in chat.
Nah, if he's here, he's most likely lurking. If you're here, show yourself, Paul.
We're gonna have to refresh this game. It's not
Yeah,
really
try
working.
to
It's not really working.
refresh it.
So what we're doing? We're buying a feature.
I don't know if they lowered our internet speed or something, because it's like literally-
There's no drop frames. There's nothing. It's fine.
it's,
It's just a bit slow. There we go. Chop chop.
There we go, almost there. Just loading the big win music.
Loading big win.
That's the last thing it loads.
So what are we doing, Kim? How much are we spending?
yeah, I deposited 1,000 Swedish. I'm already ripping hard today. Yeah, it's about 1,000.
You want to buy 1,000?
No, it's 1,000 Swedish. It's 100 euros. So
Okay, that's not too bad.
Not sure what's happening here.
look out, Ginger in stream. I'm more Ginger. Ola.
Ola.
Tombola.
Reggie's here as well. Reggie.
Reggie,
Get the
nice
fudge
to
in
see you,
there.
buddy.
Freddo's.
Nice to see you.
Nice. Jolly Man, Johnny Blaze, Cammed.
Right, here we go.
YouTubers.
The
Right,
boys
let's get
and
this
in the big time office are having a party while the boss is away and knocked over the servers.
Right, so I'm talking 100.
Oh, no,
No, that one.
10. That one.
10.
I wanted to go for them.
Yeah, I got a really lucky one when I bought it, a big one, but now we don't really have.
What's the max lines you can get to start with?
To start with, it varies. It's
Because people
Yeah, but what is-
have different opinions on how many max lines. Don't they?
Someone told me
uh,
you can start with over 10. You
Yeah, you
start with-
absolutely do
Is it
not
12 and a
wanna start
half?
with-
It's-
12 and a half max.
I think it's
Up.
15,200.
Bonus!
But I'm not,
15,000 apparently. I didn't know it was
This
that
is,
high.
but
I didn't know it was that
Nah,
high.
I've never seen close to that.
No, I get like 3,000.
Yeah, 3,125.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's 5.2. It's not too bad.
Sword in the hole. What's GB? GB top man.
GB gets
The Gen
much in
Master.
there.
Tajine, Carlos as well. Brenaja. Homer Spinson.
Yeah,
We
well
see
done.
Homer Spinson on.
Yeah, we'll,
Saturday, yeah.
we're gonna meet him as well.
Now we need some muffins.
Yeah,
cakes.
it's,
This is the problem I have.
now I got 1,000 more from me.
Yeah, I mean the whole thing.
Come on.
I mean the whole thing with feature drop was kind of.
Nip and Samuel.
I like that you're gonna have it in the new game, Bonanza too.
Yeah, it's
Chilli.
it's a different approach in that game as well because it's
Oh shit.
the thing about Bonanza 2, well, Extra Chilli is you can kind of map your own volatility path with it, depending on how you want to play it. Which I won't say anything
it's-
more about for now. But it'll be
You're very good
interesting.
when it comes to hyping. I'm very keen on playing the finished product, and this bonus must have been like the worst.
Yeah, this is.
This is not good.
Yeah, this is because I'm playing.
Yeah.
This is what always happens.
Well, usually big time is your
Not
provider
this
game.
one. Oh, that's
There we
just.
go. Should have been-
that's
But where are the
tea.
queens?
Should have been
This is the
first spin.
It should have been first spin.
Should have been first spin.
Yeah, I saw someone on.
Should have been the 2 first spins.
Are we going again?
No, I'm on a bonus balance and.
What? So just
okay.
play normally, or do you want to play something else?
Uh,
This is your money, Kim.
yeah, give it a few normal spins. I think we might
What,
need
like
to round off, but
2?
we can play for a bit more.
We need to finish off on a white rabbit, as in a white rabbit feature, just dropping in normally.
Yeah,
That's you like it
That's-
more.
yeah,
features
that's
the
normally. I
dream.
like to buy the features.
That's how this game should be played, really.
You have the feature by then, and you're gonna get the discount, and then you're gonna be wanting to buy it. You're gonna want to invest.
No, don't get me wrong. When I do the bonus hunts and stuff like that, I always go for the white rabbit to finish on.
Oh yeah, that was a question that I brought.
okay.
Why did you change Danger High Voltage?
Why does it say that?
Now it was someone who said they were winning before, now they're not winning.
I'll say one thing about that because we get a lot of that on obviously different threads and different forums, and it's basically we can't change.
No, you don't. When they're
stuff.
finished, they finish. You don't
When a
change.
game's finished, the RTP is checked by GLI, third-party test houses, and it goes for the UKGC certification. The RTP is locked down. The game's locked down. The math's locked down. And for us to actually go in and go through that entire process again is so time-consuming and so expensive that if we were to change one game, we would basically skip an entire game's development just to go through that process
So
again.
you won't.
We'd rather than changing games, we'd rather be making new games.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah,
there's
that's,
absolutely no point to change games. And we even if we were to take, which there's some talk at the moment about inside our organisation about taking a few things land-based. Even if we do, we probably won't be able to because the RTP is too high, and we don't want to have an RTP game that's lower.
Yeah.
In a different.
All right, yeah,
'cause
that's good because
it just basically
often when you play on land-based, you think you're playing the same machine, but online it's a way better machine. So
Yeah.
you don't
Just
you don't
stick
want-
with the high
Yeah,
volatility.
stick with the high.
Stick with the high volatility.
Yeah.
That's
We
what
are.
people
I mean,
want.
no.
You know what you're doing, but just stick with it.
I mean, the thing is about Extra
Up,
Chilli.
that's
Up.
Nice.
Yeah, that's something.
This money.
It's money. That's what I always say. Yeah, that's money.
I'm gonna run to the toilet before
Yeah,
I pee
okay.
myself.
Right, who have we got in chat?
So, if there's any live questions you want to ask,
I'm looking.
quite happy to.
Yeah, someone says, "What's the highest multiplier?" JPEG says, "What's the highest multiplier the Caterpillar can give?" Is it 3x max in the base game? You know when it's dishing in the wild.
Times 2, times 3, yeah.
Times
So
3.
it's times 3 is the highest.
Times
So
3
you
is
get
the
times
highest
2, times 2,
JPEG.
times 2,
Yeah,
times
JPEG. I've seen your question, mate. Yeah, times 3 is the max. Pimmins it would be amazing if you could additional spins on a white rabbit bonus. Well, it's 12 up to 12 for a retrigger.
Well, you get the additional spins on the 12 Queen's wheels. So when you get to Queen's wheel, you trigger. But
Yeah.
Does he want to elaborate on that?
Yeah, Pimminswall, can you elaborate on that question, mate? And I'll try and give an answer. Cam, when am I streaming next?
Streaming right now.
Yeah, but this is let's give it a spins channel. Yeah, maybe tomorrow, something like that. Quite busy at the moment, if I'm being honest. Torok be.
Did he get back to you on that? On the question?
Yeah, Pimminswall. Oh, buy additional spins.
Oh, like
Buy.
a feature drop within a feature drop.
Yeah.
It's been thought about, but it's the expense would be so extreme it would not probably pass through certification.
Right. Okay. So Nathan Scott says, does the stake affect the chance of a bonus?
Absolutely not.
No difference at all. Yeah, I always say that to you guys anyway. The stake doesn't make it. It just. I think when you're doing the big stakes, it feels like it because you're noticing the balance dropping so much, and when you're doing the low stakes, you can do hundreds of spins and not notice it as much.
We managed to get White Rabbit down. Even though it's a ways game, we managed to get it down to 10 cents a spin, which is sort of a statistical achievement in its own right to do that. To give someone the opportunity to low roll it, because the base game actually deserves a low roll, because you've got the caterpillar can sort of
I've seen like
when it's in the bone.
I think who was it? Slot Spinner got
what a surprise!
Well, what a surprise!
A monster. Like I think he got all the times twos from.
Yeah, I was going to say I think he had all the times twos. I've seen 2000x, 3000x a few times.
Yeah, and that's just a base game single spin. And we we do a lot of. One thing we do, and one thing I personally do a lot is, rather than sticking sort of AI and robots in to test your games, which a lot of people do, and not to say that we don't do that, but we play them personally, and we play them a hell of a lot.
But I think that is important to get a feel for the game.
You can't get a sort of a long-term index feel for it, but when we kind of got to a stage of development with Bonanza, that it was up to kind of a decent par. You got the game, you could play the game, you could understand how the maths was working. Nothing got done for 4 weeks. Everyone just started playing Bonanza. And it's,
Tell them to stop playing it. Yeah, but that's good. You should, you should be passionate about your games.
No, we really are. It's,
so many questions. I'm just trying to get through these questions, guys. Hold on.
I think we'll have to round off, Nick.
Yeah, for sure. No.
Well, if you get someone from Big Time Gaming or yourself to be on the forum to answer the questions, because I'm sure there'll be many questions.
We're already, on Casino Meister, and I know those guys on that forum don't think we answer enough, but we try and get back to people.
Oh, come on,
finish off.
Bang.
We try and get back to people. That's going to be really loud for the microphone. Sorry about that. No, we try and get back to people with questions whenever we can, because it's we really like to know that.
Yeah, I could send you a miles-long list with questions.
We'll set up we'll set up a big time gaming.
You should invite people so they can come and talk to you.
We'll set that up in
that sounds good.
In the forum, and we'll sort of say, look, every 2 weeks we'll ask if we can be presented with any relevant questions that come up, and we'll answer them. And
that's amazing.
We'll put other news in about
obviously I think that would be highly appreciated.
Obviously, Extra Chilli coming soon. We'll get you some information on that.
Nick's ripping Kim's balance.
Yeah, Nick.
I think you'll find it's
both
this game.
Nick and Nick is ripping.
Yeah.
No, it was agreed beforehand.
I'm
gonna. I'll thanks for that, Nick. Okay.
Yeah, that's amazing.
But it's. I mean, question to you guys. I mean, it's. Like with streaming, I mean, what got you into it, Nick? I mean, I know that probably a lot of people ask you on stream.
I get it asked nearly every stream, but it was the computer games. So I stream computer games, and you'd get 5 or 10 people watching, and they'd be like, it's not really worth it. It's not really worth it. And then my first ever casino stream, I had 30 people watching,
right.
And it's like, okay, there's a lot more interest. There's not as many people doing it. It's very, very niche still.
I think
when I
there's-
first got in, it's
yeah.
a lot more people do it now than when I first started.
But I think
it's,
it's interesting to watch when there's something on the line, and it's actually, you know, you're watching a level of emotion, you know, through the player's eyes.
Yeah.
There's one I think it's a 7,000x win maybe on White Rabbit on a Queen World extension, and the guy is crying.
Oh yeah, it's it's true
he's-
emotion.
he's,
Yeah, when you get the big wins, I scream like a little girl. I'm like, because it's just it's real money and it's tax free.
It's actually that's the best thing.
Yeah, it's well. Here we go.
Oh, Reggie on the bone. Big shout out to
We're calling the cracker pillar.
Oh my! Oh no! Queens! Oh, this
that
is
would've been
no.
sweet.
Would have been nice if the Queens had gone across.
But yeah, slot spinner had 2x.
Yes. I really do think we need to round off. Should I?
Yeah.
I think
Cheers, guys.
No.
Hopefully see you on
Nick,
stream soon. Cheers.
Thank you so much for coming. And do you want to
pleasure.
have last few words? So last words.
Yeah, I mean,
Get the fudge in there.
I'll just say a few words. I don't know what words they are. I don't know what words they are, but just to say that we're going to keep building games. We're going to try and build the best games we can, and we're going to take our time. We're not going to start rushing out a game a month because you know we think that, you know, games for us are like a fine wine. And that takes time to mature, so we need to build them for a long time. It's not like, you know, if you want to have lager. But if you want a fine wine,
Yeah. That's it. I like you passionate about it.
it takes a bit longer. So yeah, on that note, on that bombshell, I'll
Thank
So,
you so much for coming. It was
good afternoon,
really,
and,
really
It's
interesting.
been really good, really
Um,
good. Really appreciate it. That we can come and have and answer questions to the full members and stuff.
Yeah, I think that's a great suggestion that you will answer on the forum as well.
Yeah,
When
we'll
it come
do-
more questions. I
definitely
picked
set that
selected
up.
questions.
Yeah.
We didn't have time to go through them all because there was so many.
Yeah.
But I picked a few, and you replied to when the question coming up.
Yeah.
So
I hope that's answered everything, and I hope you know that you know, I'm just going to say good luck to everyone that's playing our games, because you know, it's they can be a bit brutal.
yeah. Aussie. Thank you, Nick.
Thanks,
Amazing.
guys. Thank you.